Hey guys, you might remember my little interview with my friend here, Hank Strange, who runs, in my opinion, one of the best gun-related YouTube channels on the net. And if you're not subscribed
Thanks, man. I'm gonna send you a check. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. If you're not subscribed to Hank Strange, you probably should. He gets some really cool stuff that even we're not able to. Not to say that we're, you know, huge or anything, but I mean, this guy gets a hold of guns that cost $30,000 and stuff. I don't know what the secret is to that, but
persistence, harassment, stalking sometimes, whatever it takes.
But Hank is out of Florida, and so is one of my favorite gun companies in the way of innovation. That's going to be Kel Tec CNC. Hank's in real tight with those guys, and he's offered me to kind of show me his take on some of their stuff, and I'm really excited about that. Hank, you want to tell me a little about what they've got here?
Okay, so what they've got now, they're putting out the RDB. We've seen it already, but now they actually let people shoot the RDB, which is the new bullpup that they have. It's coming out in 223, downward ejecting. You know, so even the gases go downward, which I didn't realize that myself for a while. So the gases are going downward, and that helps a lot with suppressors, etc.
But if I'm hunting barefoot, I probably shouldn't pick up an RDB.
Yeah. You want to be careful with that. You can get some real hot shells.
Well, that's unfortunate, but you know, I'd overlook that design feature right there. But
you know, it's not really for hunting barefoot.
You're right. It could be, but as long as you have shoes on. But it looks like they've redesigned a lot of other things in the line.
Yeah, they've got that. They've got the CMR, which is the rifle version of the PMR, the pistol. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a laser beam, 22 Magnum.
I was about to say, I'm pretty jealous that you actually have gotten to test all these products already.
Yeah.
And here, I've only seen them right now. So
we're gonna take care of that. We gotta let you test this stuff out. I want to know what you think about it. And they redesigned the Sub 2000.
That's cool.
So, yeah, people have been asking for some redesigns. They've listened. I think it's really cool. I want to show it to you and see what you think about it.
A full-length rifle that's not an NFA item that I could fold up and put in a small backpack like this, that's just a winner every time,
awesome,
in my opinion.
I think they've really kicked it up a notch with version 2, man.
Cool, man. Well, let's take a closer look at some of the stuff.
Let's do that.
Hey guys, I've asked Hank to kind of give me his opinion on some Kel Tec stuff, since he's kind of the quintessential, the quintessential Kel Tec spokesperson that's unpaid. Basically, he really likes them. He's close to the Kel Tec people.
Right.
And I think their products are just awesome. So, Hank, can you start us off with what looks like a redesigned Sub 2000 here?
Right. Okay, so what we've got here. What we've got here is, Sub 2000 has been out for a while, and people have been asking for some improvements, and basically Kel Tec listened to a lot of stuff that guys were asking for, I think. I mean, look, they've changed the ergonomics.
It's a lot slimmer here than it used to be.
Slimmer's got a good place for you to naturally put your hands. Got Picatinny rail above and below. You know, they put a aluminum front sight on there. This is actually adjustable.
Really?
So there's a takedown pin here. You can move out. You can adjust the position. More ergonomic hand grip. They've done a lot of stuff to make it, and it still holds, man.
And it's still the perfect, arguably the perfect backpack rifle. It's priced right. It takes Glock magazines or other magazines, obviously, if that's your.
Exactly. And one of the things that I heard is they're going to go to M&P and XD.
That's cool, because there's a lot of M&P and XD guys that are sitting on a lot.
They're out there like, how come you don't take care of us? So there's a lot. I think that they put a lot in here. Obviously, they didn't do everything that guys want out there, but I think they did a lot. I was pretty impressed when I saw this.
Just looking at this compared to a Gen 1, though, is leaps and bounds ahead.
Absolutely.
Even the latching mechanism looks more bulletproof. I mean, it just looks great. Let's move on down to the line a little bit. It looks like this little number is set up really well for competition use.
Yeah, this is the RDB. Now, I was telling you that Chad has a lot of 3-gun.
Now, Chad is
from Kel Tec. He's right behind me. Oh, no, he's up there right now. And he works at Kel Tec, and they actually go out there before they put this out. They're running this in 3-gun courses.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this optic setup is awesome. You've got your magnified optic here, which would be great for 3-gun.
Right.
And then you've got your non-magnified, so just a quick little 45-degree turn, and then all of a sudden engaging your target.
And you got your super obnoxious brake.
Yeah, the loud nerve in there, which we heard someone shooting, and it was.
Gives you a lot of good control, but you don't want to be on the sides of this thing.
Exactly. Yeah. But it looks really great. This really does look like it would make a hell of a competition rig.
Absolutely. It's downward ejecting, so your shell casings are coming out of here.
Yes, which is very cool. That's a great feature. I mean, Kel Tec's always been innovative, and that's one thing that I really like about them.
Absolutely, man. And you know what? Your exhaust gases are coming out of here too. So
Sure.
if you're going to run suppressed, that helps you don't get blowback in the face and all that kind of stuff.
And I've seen pictures of them with suppressors, and they look awesome for what that's worth. And I'd imagine they suppress very well too.
Right. So, you know, I've been shooting it for a while. I haven't got one to actually test my own yet. I'm going to be harassing Chad about that, make sure I get one. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to it, man. I think this is probably the bullpup of this year that everyone's going to be able to get their hands on.
It looks like it to me. It looks like, especially for people in Canada, where a lot of firearms are restricted. I believe these are just cash and carry on. They're there.
Really?
I think so.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's good news.
Canada's
for the people
got all
in Canada.
kinds of weird rules.
They do.
They've got some good stuff and some bad stuff.
They certainly do.
You know,
the last thing is one that I've been excited about for a long time. I have a PMR 30 pistol.
You do? Yeah.
And I really love it. I mean, I took it up one time to Ohio, and my uncle up there was unaware that a pistol could hold 30 rounds of anything.
Yeah, man.
And now that you've got the capacity of that takes the same magazines in a carbine or a rifle, that's awesome.
Yeah, with adjustable stock.
When you were a kid running around, imagine if you would have had something like this to shoot rabbits or something.
Absolutely, man. Squirrels.
Oh yeah, squirrels, rabbits, anything.
It's a fun gun, man, and still very lightweight. Obviously, there's a lot more aluminum in here, but it's a fun gun. And it actually comes. They're selling these with these pop-ups,
which is fantastic. It looks like they've got a nice, affordable red dot on here, which would be great.
Right.
It's got a threaded barrel for your suppressor already, which is awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, that's always a good thing.
You know, I can't wait till you start seeing people who SBR these by chopping the barrel, and then that would be really cool to see.
Yeah. And one of the things, I don't know if they've like said anything about this yet, but I'm going to don't tell anyone over here. I think they're going to
privileged information.
They're going to do 17 HMR.
Really?
Yeah, not only on the CMR but the PMR.
See, I know that 17 HMR has been problematic in semi-autos, but it'll be interesting to see if
what
Kel
they
Tec can overcome that.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they'll have a problem doing.
Right. So, you know, I think that's going to be pretty exciting. People want them to do 9mm and all kinds of stuff. I don't really get that. You won't get the capacity. And I think Chad tells me that, you know, they might go with a bigger magazine. So can you imagine if they go to 60 rounds?
60 round magazine.
Yeah, that'll be sweet.
Well, stop touching stuff. Right?
Oh, I'm not allowed to touch it? Are you getting in trouble with the safety guys out there?
Well, Hank?
No.
Okay.
If you'll let me have a quick break, I think I'm going to shoot some of this stuff.
Absolutely, man. You should do that. I'll stand back and watch.
All right, guys. First, I'm going to start off with the CMR 30, which is the PMR 30's big brother in carbine form. Takes the same magazines. It's really awesome. The stock release is the same as the KSG's action release. It's got your side charging, which is ambidextrous, and they put a cool, not a red dot, it's actually not illuminated. I'm sure there's a way to illuminate it, but nonetheless, it's providing some pretty nice sight pictures. So I'm going to see how it shoots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's too bad he's right up here right now. That guy's too. He might go, I was I'm not kidding though, every single video he has no way of doing it. What we needed was R&D.
All right, I only had one failure to feed. I think it's because I was resting the gun on its magazine. It's also brand new. You'll get a failure to feed every now and then. But I want to put a couple more rounds through it just because that was a lot of fun. I was ringing the steel just effortlessly. The trigger on it is surprisingly good. And I will say, I really enjoy shooting this gun.
That'll work. It's kind of weird.
I mean, it's surprisingly accurate. I'm shooting at probably 60 yards or so right now, and I'm ringing it most shots. So I'm thoroughly impressed with this, both just from a purely, you know, awesome design standpoint. The aesthetics are great, and it just shoots very well. I'm very impressed with the CMR 30, and If it's priced right, I'm definitely gonna make room for one in my safe.